So, wonderful good afternoon, dear LinkedIn community and composites expert out there. Now I have a special couple here, especially a Formula One driver, a real Formula One driver. As I've said to you when I arrived in Bologna, I've seen this nice Lamborghini. This morning we had this keynote of Lamborghini, and now we have Formula One here, Mr. Jarno Trulli and his partner. They have a collaboration, Giustiniano, Andreassi. Thank you for this interview, Jarno. So how come you are a Formula One driver? The Formula One drivers I know, they are always, since they are kids, in passion with Formula One. Is that the same with you?
Yes, actually, I had a big passion since I was young about the mechanics, technology, innovation, and this was a fortune for me because to get to the top of the technology like Formula One was a fantastic experience. Now we are cooperating with Esea, which is a group in our land, which develops some carbon fiber materials and production, and is a very good combination, and I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, so we will dive into the composite parts in a moment, dear community. My first question to you is, I'm coming from Germany and I know this saying in Italian, la bella macchina. Now, I know there's a brand attached to this, but what brands did you drive so far in Formula One, if I may ask?
Well, I've gone through several big constructors, manufacturers like Renault. The ultimate was Toyota during my last years, and Lotus, but Toyota was the main one which I remember most because I've had a good experience. Toyota was based in Germany actually with a German team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I have had a fantastic experience. But anyway, I spent 15 years in Formula One through many teams. So I went through Minardi, my debut season in 1997, and then after that the Prost Grand Prix, and then Jordan, and then eventually Renault, Toyota and Lotus.
So that's quite a number of very renowned names. Before we come to Mr. Andreassi, let me know from a perspective of a driver, what is the main role of a composite part in a racing car?
Well, the main role is very important because nowadays most of the parts are made in composite, especially because the strength, combine the strength and the lightness.
Yes.
So in Formula One this is very, very important because Formula One is all about technology, innovation, and is the peak of the motorsport.
The performance.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how much it costs, what it matters really is how good it is.
Yeah.
And composite is at the peak. Is also in Formula One.
Another question is, when we are talking about composite materials in motorsport, the high performance motorsport, are we talking always about carbon composites? I mean, you know, we have aramid composites, we have glass fiber composites.
Mainly carbon composite.
Mainly carbon,
yes.
and the reason is the performance, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So, Mr. Andreassi, you have a company. Just explain us what your company is busy with. And what is the main projects you are supplying into this industry?
We are an Italian company. We are at the same latitude of Rome, but on the east coast. And we work for aerospace industry. Now we are working for the development of the new cryogenic tank, Type 5, without liner inside, for aerospace, as a tank for hydrogen and for oxygen, for the new Vega rocket for the European Space Agency.
So, Type 5, just for our LinkedIn community who are maybe not so much into the hydrogen, Type 5 means really there's no other liner other than composites inside.
Yes.
And therefore you have a extremely lightweight but very strong composition there, right?
Normally the standard is now it is a Type 4 in which there is a liner inside to avoid, to guarantee the permeability of the tank, while in Type 5 there is no liner. And it is very interesting structure. Now it is for aerospace. It is not for other kind of market, but we can move.
And tell me, now we are moving a little away from the motorsport. It's aviation, obviously. And in the aviation, is it that they wanna go to the maximum of the weight reduction? That they are not having this metallic liner?
Yes, yes, yes. The target is this one, the first one,
Yeah.
to reduce the weight, and especially for the rocket, because in this case they can increase the payload of the rocket.
Yes.
But there is also another approach, very nice, in which we are design a part of the rocket with a structure similar to the Tower Eiffel.
Yeah.
So it is not a skin,
Yeah.
it's a structure complex inside
Yeah.
that permit to have a very nice reduction of the weight
Yeah.
to increase the performance of the part.
Wonderful. You gave me now a pretty nice point to discuss against with Mr. Trulli. The question to me is, or to you, now we're talking hydrogen, we are talking electrification of racing cars. Today you have petrol, regular petrol, right? So how do you see this as a driver, the future technologies like hydrogen, petrol, or electrification?
As well, I can say that as well, we don't have any more standard petrol. So even in the petrol industry, there is a kind of a sustainability process that is going through and is emerging step by step. I think that already this year Formula One is introducing a special petrol. And for the future, anyway, we are talking every day about the sustainability, trying to be more green and look after our world.
Well, so, gentlemen, we've talked about technology, we have talked about racing cars and aviation. Anything innovative coming up from your side?
The biggest innovation is back home that they cannot really show us. It's a big one, it's a big machine. But some technology is also here.
Yes, this is a preprag. This is a new material that we are able to produce with the
It's
same
a preprag, right?
preprag.
Yeah.
This is we are able to produce thermoplastic and thermosetting one,
Yeah.
and we have also the capability to produce material with our technology. Our target is not to sell this material,
But
to
the
develop
machine construction.
yes,
Process.
this is
process.
what we do.
What other processes do you have in your factory?
This is an automotive prototype component that we manufactured by the use of a preprag by compression molding. The preprag is reinforced by recycled carbon fibers coming from pyrolysis. So we also demonstrated the possibility to increase the properties of this material by the application of a customized formulation of sizing of the fibers coming from pyrolysis, because the fiber coming from pyrolysis don't have the sizing.
Yeah, we have a laboratory in which we test filament winding for preprag, IFP, that it is the acronym of automatic fiber placement, ATL, automatic tape laying. And we have also machine to do the test for pressure vessel, because for hydrogen you need to reach a very high pressure, like for example 2000 bar.
Okay.
With this pressure, also the water become comprimible one. It's very strange pressure.
So, Mr. Trulli, it was really nice to talking to you at JEC Forum Italia. We are, can I say, here in this area, in the motorsport area of Italy? Is that correct?
Yes, one of the area of the Italian motorsport. Correct.
Are you from this area regionally?
Actually, no, but not far away.
Not far away. Not far away. And yourself?
I come from Pescara.
Same region.
Yes,
same region. Okay.
We are of the same region.
Gentlemen, it was really nice talking to you. And dear community, if you have any questions to our Formula One driver, Mr. Trulli, who had gone through many different brands, write it down in the comments and we will be forwarding it to you. Are you on LinkedIn?
Not really, but...
Not really, but maybe you
very
can get
social.
now on. Okay. Thank you so much, also Mr. Andreassi, for this nice interview.
Thank you.